Hello everyone. I'm going to be explaining the task 4, that is exploratory data analysis terrorism. So let's start with it. So the first thing we will do is we will be importing the required libraries that will be used for implementation. Then second step will be reloading the data into the data frame and reading it, and performing the data analysis cleaning part. And so here we print the head and the tail of the database, and then we perform basic functions on it. And then we start with the data cleaning part. We remove the duplicate values if any, and then we start with the exploratory data analysis and data visualization. So first of all, we start with the terrorist attacks that occur every year. So uh, we can see from this visualization that the year 2014 has the most number of attacks, terrorist attacks that has been occurred. And then we visualize the region wise most number of attacks, and we get that the region of Middle East and North Africa has got the most number of attacks, or has witnessed the most number of attacks, terrorist attacks, in the date, or in the time period which is mentioned in the data set. So after that, we compute the country wise most number of attacks, and we visualize that data. So we get that the country of Iraq has the most number of terrorist attacks. Then we compute the provisional state wise number of attacks, and then we get that the most number of attacks happened are occurred in the provisional state of Baghdad. And for the city wise most number of attacks also, we get the same, that the city of Baghdad has the most number of attacks. So moving on, we get that the most kills by a terrorist group is unknown, but this data set we can skip, or this data we can skip, because it is not known to us, or we don't have any details of it. So we move on to visualizing the data. And while visualizing, we get that the second most attack with second most terrorist group that attacks and that has got the most kills is the Taliban terrorist organization. So moving on, we get that the most used weapon in the terrorist attacks worldwide, according to the time period in the data set mentioned, are the explosives, and the rest, only firearms are used the most, second most. And then rest of the other weapons are not used that much, or rarely used. So then we get that the most attack targets. Now terrorist attacks have some kind of targets with which the motive of their motive of their attacks is decided. So the most attack targets in the terrorist attacks are generally private citizens and property. And moving on with the rank, we get that the military, the police, the government, and the business personnel, or the transportation facilities, or the utilities are attacked lesser by lesser. So then moving on, we get that the casualties in the terrorist attacks, that is the number of kills and number of wounded victims in the terrorist attacks, are we get that moving on with the years, from 1970 to 2017, that is the last data set year. So we get that the 1970 to 2010, we get that the number of attacks have been increased drastically. And we get that according to the data set, more than 7500 people have been wounded in a single terrorist attacks as well. So this is pretty bad. And then we move on to the final step, that is what were the hostages taken in the terrorist attacks. And we get that for over 1600,000 160 sorry that is 1,60,000 attacks, we get that the hostages were kids. And for the rest of like 20 less than 20,000 attacks, or less than 5,000 attacks, we get that the hostages were mid-range people or aged people. So this is the analysis report based on the above data analysis. So thank you.